We all know we took Pat Freiermuth from Penn State, young man. I tell you, he's exciting to me. I'm excited to work with him. I had an opportunity to work with him in his pro day. The energy he exudes, he's a serious but fun guy. He has some position flexibility. He's going to be kind of a throwback tight end because he can play the position. He can do some multiple things. He can flex him out. And his positional flexibility is going to give us a chance to do a lot of different things and a lot of different sets with the guys that are already here.
Okay, well, first question, Brooke Breyer.
Hey, Alfredo, I was just curious, you mentioned that with his positional flexibility, there's a lot of things that you can do with him. How specifically does he complement Eric Ebron and the guys that you already have in that room?
Well, he can do some of the heavy lifting. When we talk about getting in line and doing some things, he can also work from the backfield because he can bend well and moves well in space. We can flex him out if we need be. If we're in our big packages, he can do a number of different things. I just like what he's going to grow into, what he adds right now, what he's going to grow into in the future.
Tim Benz.
Just curious about his blocking. How polished is he as a blocker? How much does he have to come around in that regard? And where do you start coaching him in that context?
Well, I think all guys, even the guys I've worked with that's been in the league for a while, still have some technique things that they want to work on and work through. As he grow, he'll be stronger and he'll be more efficient. Some of the things we're going to ask him to do, he's going to work at. I think he has some natural knee bend and some pad level things that he does easily now. And you just kind of accentuate those things that he does well, and the things that he needs to come on. We'll find a way to get those things better.
Jeff Hathorn.
Alfredo, what do you think of his ability to get downfield?
What I think his ability to get downfield is better than average. I think he's shown that on some of his college tape or in his early years. The things that we're going to ask him to do, he'll have an opportunity to get vertical. He'll have opportunity to run an intermediate route tree, but he really catches the ball with ease, and he does some things nice after the catch. I think he has a lot of potential and upside.
Noah Strackman.
Hey, Alfredo. Last year, Vance McDonald played somewhere around 40% of the snaps for you guys. I know it's immediate, but do you already expect Pat to take on most of that role this year?
I'm sorry, can you say that part again?
Yeah. Last year, Vance McDonald played somewhere around 40% of the snaps for you guys. I know it's immediate, but do you already look at Pat as a guy who could replace that right now?
Fortunately, I was not fortunate to work with Vance as of last year. I think they're different. Vance did a nice job in the area he played. I think he offers a little bit different. I think he'll have an opportunity to do some of those things that Vance did in line. I think he'll have an opportunity to do something out in space.
Brian Batko.
Yeah, Alfredo, obviously you weren't here last year, but you've been in this league for a long time. Is there anybody in particular you've worked with who Pat sort of reminds you of from what you know about him so far?
Similar to Hunter, most recently the young man that's now with the Patriots. I think he's a little bit different because he's built a little bit different. He's going to be a little bit different than anybody I work with in the sense of his build. So it's going to be a fun, not even a project, because I think he's a lot more accomplished than a project.
Christopher Carter.
Hey, Alfredo, you talk about fun. Your first year with the Steelers, you get two very athletic tight ends now to work with him and Eric Ebron. Can you just talk about the excitement of that kind of diversity, or just the skills that they bring as receiving threats that can do many different things, especially with an experienced quarterback like Ben Roethlisberger?
Oh yes, it's just so many things that we can actually do. Having some experience in Indianapolis with Kobe Fleener and Dwayne Allen, I think it's kind of fits like that for me, with having guys and being able to take advantage of defense, because you can give them a chance that we can run the football with those guys, and then you can spread them out in space and throw the football with those guys. And then you add Ben Roethlisberger with his accuracy and the things he's done in this league. It's going to be a fun bill for Coach Canada to put some things together.
Two more. Alan Saunders.
Hey, do you anticipate 12 personnel being something you guys are going to use a lot, and does him and Ebron give you a nice two different pieces that you can use out of that formation?
Well, selfishly, I'd like to have 13 personnel on, but the receiver group here is so talented. We're going to be fighting for play time. It's going to be fun to have those meetings to game plan. When you have some targets, then we drafted fantastic runner, and the guys that are already on this roster, very, very talented. It's going to be just fun to kind of game plan and get ready each week.
Final one, Chris Adamski.
I know you weren't here last year, of course, to be able to say what might be different, but how would you kind of describe your overall philosophy, or how you work with the tight ends and how you work within an offense and everything in terms of joining a staff and joining this offensive staff? Well, what are your kind of overriding themes?
My philosophy is to have those guys make their plays in the passing game and the run game. Always be a part of the team structure. Always find a way to make things better, be problem solvers, just to grow, believe in the process, and try to win as many games as we possibly can.
All right, thanks, Fredo.